And so 3 years ago, I opened up a special savings account and started working all these extra jobs and took the extra money that I was making, and it took me 3 years to save enough money to come here.
This was the second week of our honeymoon, and so since I met him, I've been surfing with him, but I didn't have the technical skills I needed. So that's why we wanted to come to Surf Simply.
Well, we decided to come to Surf Simply after watching some podcasts. So then I started Googling it, and then I found out that there's this whole surf camp called Surf Simply, and then when I went to go book it, it was like booked up over a year in advance.
So this is our second time here. We came last year and it was phenomenal coaching, and we booked immediately to come back again.
Well, we didn't start very long ago, really, and I mean that was a big reason for me anyway to get some really good coaching early, because it really helps with the learning curve.
And then the surf instruction is superlative. I mean, I've never seen or read anything like it anywhere.
Sure, I started surfing when I was a young teenager, up until my early 20s. When the inland surf park wave pool opened, I decided I'm going to do this every other day or every day, or I've just fallen back in love with it, and I'm a better surfer today than I was probably as a teenager.
Okay, so the new location is super beautiful, modern, clean lines, great design.
And it is just fantastic. I mean, it's laid out so nicely all around it, and it's just as comfortable as it could possibly be.
And this place is spectacular. Just the little ideas and features that you guys have put into it. It's maybe one of the most comfortable places we've ever stayed.
Things are in the right place. Harry and Rue put a lot of thought into it, and I'm sure a lot of other people put a lot of thought into it. And it's nice to be able to just walk out the back and get down to the beach pretty quickly.
Very, very homey and comfortable and luxurious all at the same time. And oh my gosh, the showers with the skylight, like everybody should have that.
It's a data-based system of teaching surfing, and so you get automatic feedback, there's videos, there's tutorials, you're out in the water 3 to 4 hours a day, maybe 5 hours a day, and there's just a lot of time one-on-one to hone your craft, and it's been quite helpful.
We're working through a tree. We're working through this tree of knowledge, and so there are boxes to tick off, and we ticked off the boxes. So it's a nice, easy way to say, I have a small goal, I'm going to achieve that goal. Now I have a next small goal, and I'm going to achieve that goal. And on the way, as you're achieving these goals, you're becoming a better surfer.
You get told get in this position, but furthermore you get told why. So understanding why you need to stand in that position or do this particular move gets you to really remember what your position should be about.
And those whitewater drills, I was actually feeling a little disdain about it, like I'm above whitewater. But then when we actually did the whitewater drills, it turned out to be the funnest thing that we did, because I could tell immediately that what we were doing there was going to completely transform my surfing.
Not only are they great coaches, but part of that is that they're ambitious coaches. So you're surfing twice a day. They reinforce the learning in the coaching room with videotape analysis. It's a completely immersive experience.
Jesse is super kind, very encouraging, again, very specific in feedback, and also would push me to my limits. And today caught 8-foot waves, and she pushed me in. I was not sure I could handle it, and I did it.
My coach was Will, and
The morning sessions were mostly based on video coaching. Video analysis alone was just phenomenal and world class.
And then I had Teal for my coach, and she's awesome. She's an amazing coach, just very clear with all of her instructions, and just a great person to work with.
And we had Tommy here. He's been fantastic, always smiling, always super happy, always encouraging.
I mean, Harrison's fabulous. He's very focused and he's very methodical, and I think we're both sort of methodically thinking kind of guys, so he really was a great man.
The two of us shared Prado and Derek. They're both happy all the time, encouraging all the time.
I would be, going down a wave, or I'd be duck diving under something, and there would be Derek going, "Hey, is everything good? Are y'all good?" It was like, how can you stay like right by me through all of this mess?
Asher's top notch. He's the king, right? King Asher. Well, this week was pretty rough for me. So I sprained my ankle on Tuesday. Asher, as good as he is, said, "Okay, so we can't pop up real easy with a sprained ankle. So we're gonna figure out better ways to hunt waves and wave forecasting and where to be in the lineup to catch them."
I guess for me, the highlight was this last session, the sunset session on Friday.
I had probably one of the best waves I've ever gotten on Monday, and then on Tuesday I outdid it, and then on Thursday I outdid it, and then on Friday morning Tommy said I had caught the ride, the best ride of my week.
I did have one wave that totally surprised me, sort of out of the blue, and I had this really high line, and it was like a really steep face, and took me by surprise.
All the little mistakes I was making, or all the things I could work on, just the following day, like just being coached by Will and making those improvements and actually seeing it happen on video was some of the most rewarding aspects of my surfing career.
The one ride down the line, and I was able to like drag my hand along the green wave, and the best part was that Derek actually saw it. So I had had proof that it really happened.
It's fantastic to be able to actually put all the instruction together on a great wave. Plus, you come back here and everybody's encouraging each other. Everybody's happy and sharing stories.
It's always such an interesting group of people from all different parts of life, and such accomplished people, such people that have had vast experiences, and everybody's kind of the one thing that brings everybody together is surfing and working on their surfing.
Yeah, the group that was here with us was very interesting. People from all over the world. We definitely developed lifelong friendship just from this course of this week.
So it's fun to be out in the water with people who are motivated, and people who are adventurous, and people who really want to get good at surfing.
Everybody's a professional, and everybody has a real life, and yet they're squeezing surfing in. It's like they go to surf camps, they go to the local beach. It's so inspiring.
The group this week is full of uber intelligent people and thoughtful people, and all of them have a passion for surfing, which is really fun to geek out for a week.
But it's a very purpose-driven week, and so the schedule every day, there's an early rise, there's an early surf, there's breakfast, which is always phenomenal. There are theory classes which sort of cement what you are trying to learn out in the water.
It's a week of luxury, amazing food, camaraderie. They look after, I've heard this on so many videos, they look after every detail, but they look after every detail. They absolutely do.
Everyone knew our names from day one, like everybody. It was very impressive. You felt known, you felt cared for, you felt watched out for. I never felt like I was in danger. I never felt unsupported. It was a very positive experience.
They asked, what are you interested in? And I was interested in learning how to use a camera. So Callum, who takes great pictures here, incredible pictures, he sat down with me, instructed me on how to do editing. I think it was almost 2 hours. It was just a wonderful experience.
The massages were magic and they were perfectly timed, two separated from one another. The stretching classes were amazing. I ended up taking notes. I'm gonna go home and buy a roller and do all the things that were suggested.
I think the food is amazing. So Dennis and all of the chefs here are just phenomenal. Literally Michelin quality food here.
Food is amazing. The chef is so creative and he's always working with fresh ingredients that are local, and every dish was super fun to eat.
I giggled several times during the week because I was thinking to myself, this is incredible. This is so much easier than I thought, as long as you put it in the terms that make sense to me. And that's what they did for me.
I noticed a huge difference even immediately within like a day, just learning that functional stance. I didn't have that before.
I think I learned at least 8 different techniques that I can work on, and we were working on really fun stuff, these parallel foot rail grabs and cross-stepping, and it was a blast.
They can't do enough for you. Everything is taken care of, and anything comes up, they'll take care of that also. It's just a wonderful place to be. It's a wonderful setting. It's a wonderful beach.
I thought Surf Simply was exceptional. I want to come back. Unfortunately, probably have to wait another year to get back on the wait list here. But
I would tell my friends, if they say, well, I don't surf, but my husband or my wife surfs, I'd say, go with them. You'll have just as much fun learning about surfing and doing the activities that they're willing to set up for you.
If I could come back next year, I'd be back next year for sure. And I'll probably
Be looking for cancellations
yeah,
again.
I'll be looking for cancellations, exactly.
Yeah, I've got nothing but gratitude for everybody here. Everybody worked their tails off and just it made it so great for us.
It was funny, you know, I was a little scared before I came. I thought in my mind, I've built this up so much, waiting 5 years and working so hard, extra jobs to get enough money to come. I was scared, what if I come and it doesn't meet my expectation? But it surpassed my expectations.